afraid of whom? Of you? No, not anymore. But of it.
There is the hard question. How does matter, which has no consciousness, give rise to consciousness?
Neuroscience is a form of mapping, it seems to me. I think the definition of consciousness is the one thing that neuroscience has sidestepped. We're dealing with the how, not the why.
We've been trying to divine for it with inappropriate tools. So it's like when we want to calibrate our musical instruments, we use a tuning fork. We don't go and use a ruler.
Why we see what we do. Understanding that's tremendously important. Creating a situation where people can actually observe themselves making sense of the world. In many respects, this is consciousness. This ability to be an outside observer of yourself.
One of the things that we know about brains is that they're plastic. They change with experience.
I'm not particularly interested in understanding humans as such, given that I work on perception, which is something that is relevant to any visual animal. I sort of think of bees as like little flying people.
It's a wonderful thing to be misunderstood. I mean, space is the subject of the work.
It's not particularly well structured, it's quite chaotic, but it is a collective effort of preserving global consciousness and ensuring that it's moving with a good velocity.
We probably experience about 1,000 numbers an hour, or 16,000 numbers a day, or 6 million numbers in a lifetime.
Only about 10% of the information that the brain uses to see comes from the eyes. The same thing, of course, is true in bumblebees and in fact, all nervous systems.
I think that sculpture is, in the age of the internet, so utterly important because it brings us back to that tactile, enduring, resistant presence of thingness.
We do have to find more imagination within ourselves, more creativity, more collectivism.
How is it possible to be an effective citizen in a numerate society if you can't deal with numbers?
The limitation of consciousness, well, we're losing the best half of being alive.
What's locked behind that door?